Now, with protests that have been taking place, let's get your political reactions that have been coming in. Now, when it comes to West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has questioned the government of India on its stand on the issue of persecuted Hindus in Bangladesh. She is on the floor of the House in the Assembly, has called for the United Nations peacekeeping force to be deployed in Bangladesh, and she has also demanded a direct intervention by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Government of India is totally ignored, একদম করে আছে। আর তার পাশে রোজ মিছিল করতেই পারে এটা স্বাধীনতার অধিকার, কিন্তু তারা বলছে আমরা বড় রাখতে দেবো, খাবার বানাতে দেবো না। তারা বলছে আমরা বন্ধা পেট্রোল রেল স্টেশন রাখতে দেবো, সেটা আমাদের ইতিহাসে পড়ে না। ইন্টারন্যাশনাল এগ্রিমেন্ট অনুযায়ী, ইন্টারন্যাশনাল বর্ডার এগ্রিমেন্ট অনুযায়ী গভর্নমেন্ট অফ ইন্ডিয়া যদি আমাদের কাছে গাইডলাইন দেয়, আমাদের কাছে অ্যাডভাইস দেয়, তখনই আমরা এটা বন্ধ করতে পারি। আমাদের পরিবার পরিজনের উপরে যাতে কোনো অত্যাচার না হয়, এটা গভর্নমেন্ট অফ ইন্ডিয়ার কাছে আমরা হাউস থেকে আবেদন জানাচ্ছি। পার্লামেন্ট এখনো চলছে যে দয়া করে প্রাইম মিনিস্টার দরকার হলে দুই দেশের সাথে কথা বলুন। যদি প্রধানমন্ত্রীর অসুবিধা থাকে কোনো ব্যাপারে, ডিপ্লোম্যাটিক ব্যাপারে, এক্সটার্নাল অ্যাফেয়ার্স করতে, এইরকম ভাবে যদি ঘটনা ঘটতে থাকে তাহলে আমাদের লড়াইয়ে আমরা নিশ্চয়ই ফিরিয়ে আনতে চাই। তার জন্য সরকার উদ্যোগ গঠন করুন। চাইলে ওটা ফিরে আসে, আমাদের কোনো খাওয়ার অসুবিধা হবে না।
Well, BJP's Amit Malviya is joining us here on the broadcast. Mr. Malviya, what do you make of Mamata Banerjee's comment that she has made as far as seeking deployment of UN peacekeeping force and also seeking the direct intervention of Prime Minister Modi?
It is not for Chief Minister of Bengal to intervene in foreign affairs matter. She made a comment saying that she's willing to take Indians from Bangladesh. She should know that it is the domain of the government of India. However, she has very smartly avoided using the word Hindus. And let's not forget that she opposed the CAA, which was meant to rehabilitate Bengali refugees, most of them Hindus who had fled religious persecution in Bangladesh. She also undermined the monks and Hindu religious organizations like Bharat Sevashram, ISKCON and Ramakrishna Mission not too long ago. So she's a wild hypocrite who's making duplicitous statements just for her vote bank politics.
Right. Mr. Malviya, what do you make of the current situation there where we are looking at voices that have been resonating on ground? Government of India has already launched and given out a good statement when it comes to the attacks and the arrest of the Hindu seers in Bangladesh is concerned. But are you seeing that when it comes to such reactions coming in from political parties in India, because they have been saying that this is a matter which pertains to the government of India and they must take a stand soon?
Precisely the point that I made, that the government of India is completely seized with the matter. We've taken it up with appropriate authorities. It is not for a chief minister to intervene. And Mamata Banerjee should be questioned on her role when she opposed the CAA, which was meant to rehabilitate Hindu refugees, when she targeted Hindu seers and monks in her own state. That is her own track record. So she, of all people, should not comment on what the government of India should do as far as Bangladesh is concerned.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Malviya, for joining in. We have Riju Datta also joining us here on the broadcast. Mr. Datta, we were just speaking to the BJP leader, Amit Malviya. He's saying that this is hypocrisy on part of the TMC and the Chief Minister, as they have never stood for Hindus in Bangladesh, and she never mentions Hindus in her speech as well.
The problem with lecherous trolls like Amit Malviya is that they believe that the politics is limited to Hindus and Muslims. Unfortunately for Amit Malviya, Mamata Banerjee is an astute politician who believes in the development of the people of Bengal. She's a politician for the people of Bengal. What happens in Bangladesh boils our blood. What is happening in Bangladesh can never happen in a civil society. But can Mamata Banerjee or a state do anything about it? No. Any step that can be taken for Bangladesh by India will be taken by the Union government and the External Affairs Ministry. We have the weakest Prime Minister in India now who cannot do anything to protect the minorities of Bangladesh.
All
he
right.
is weak. He has to answer. Mamata Banerjee has today also said that she will request the union government to ask for UN peacekeeping forces to be deployed in Bangladesh.
Yes, we heard the counter
union.
that came in from the BJP side, as what Mr. Malviya was pointing out, saying that it is not in a place or a position for a chief minister to make statements when it comes to international affairs and, of course, when it comes to relations that India shares with its neighbors.
We never wanted. Mamata Banerjee from day one in front of the media has cleared her stand, and Trinamool Congress has cleared the stand that in matters of external affairs, matters of international importance will be dealt by the union government, and Mamata Banerjee, Trinamool Congress and the West Bengal government will come 100% support the union government in that. Who is Amit Malviya? I do not understand why a big channel like Times Now even wastes their time.
So we get reactions from every front, and that is what our aim is, to put out reactions coming in from all fronts on what they have to say.
Ministers.
Yes.
You should take reactions from union ministers who can
Yes,
actually...
they too all have been speaking. Even Shakuntala Majumdar has also spoken on this issue.
Fair enough.
Right. Well, if you want to go ahead, as far as Mr. Majumdar's statement is also concerned, he's also called out on Mamata Banerjee in a statement that she made in the assembly. Thank you very much, Mr. Riju Datta, for joining us here on the broadcast. Of course, when it comes to the current situation, how it has been unfolding in the last few months, but especially when it comes to targeted attacks on Hindus, both Ritik and Shreya, who are joining us live right now. Ritik, we are looking at how the BJP also on its own is escalating the matter. We are told that shortly a dharna would be organized.
Well, definitely, currently we are live from the Petropol border since this morning, and let me tell you, in a very short while from now, we expect that the leader of the opposition, Shubhendu Adhikari, will reach at this destination, and where this mass protest and what you can see in the form of dharna. Now the BJP and commoners of West Bengal, they are going to raise their voice against the atrocities being conducted against minority Hindus there in Bangladesh. Let me share you with you with that aspects also, that since this morning I spoke to many Hindu devotees, ISKCON devotees, people those resides on the other side of this border, Bangladesh. They cross over through this Petropol border and they narrate horrific and stories of their atrocities being conducted against Hindus there. They said they are in tremendous fear. Women cannot go out of their homes after evening. But let me conduct to this visuals. You can see a huge gathering at a stone throw distance from Petropol border, which shares the border with India and Bangladesh. People carrying national flags and Hindu flags. They have arrived. We believe that Shubhendu Adhikari will reach here at this point any moments now. We see that the other BJP leaders like Arjun Singh has already arrived. So amid the situation that the tutu meme or this slugfest that is escalating between the ruling dispensation of Bengal, that is TNC, and the opposition BJP, we see on the street in last couple of days that it is only mounting.
Right.
There are a lot of anger among people, and they are raising slogans. Not only peaceful protests are also conducting by ISKCON, and also see that commoners are also being very vocal.
I think on that angle we'll take that quick question with Shreya right now, because Shreya, ISKCON on its own has also been conducting a protest and in a way amplifying the voice, because ISKCON being a movement that is known worldwide for its ways to reach out to the society, to empower the poor as well. We are looking at how it has been targeted continuously when it comes to, in Bangladesh, certain concerted efforts that were also made to ban the organization completely. But right now in Kolkata, what are you hearing and seeing that from the organization, how they are building up the momentum?
Well, of course, we see that ISKCON has been continuously targeted in Bangladesh. But remember, as far as ISKCON in Kolkata is concerned, they clearly ask that do we look like a terrorist organization? What weapons do we carry? And what is the reason behind naming us a terrorist organization or even calling for a ban on ISKCON? They were protesting by doing kirtan. Remember, they say that we believe in peace, and they have been demonstrating protest in the form of kirtan. They also say that they are getting messages and calls from Bangladeshis there that people have forgotten about them. People are not looking after them. They are getting persecuted. They are were getting tortured, but ISKCON says that we have not forgotten anybody, and by doing protest here in Kolkata,